Great thing about America is you can be whoever you want to be. You know what I mean? You can wake up one day and say, I want to become this, and you can become that. You know what I mean? With that being said, with all this Soulja Boy and uh, Chris Brown and, all this crap, like, I mean, it's just entertainment, man, but at the same time, it's reality, man. You know what I mean? Reality is Chris Brown really is a PIRU. That's reality. You know what I mean? No matter how you think at it, no matter how you look at that nigga as a motherfucking, you can look at that nigga as a motherfucking back dancer and tight pants. You can look at that nigga in the motherfucking spearmint gum commercial and thing like, man, this nigga ain't no fucking gangster at all. But reality is, the nigga is a PIRU. He's been a PIRU for over 4 years. You know what I'm saying? He got shot at the club by some other PIRUs, and Suge Knight saved his life. I mean, he's been in fights. He's he's vouched by multiple PIRUs. So he is a PIRU. You know what I'm saying? Lil Wayne really is a blood. Really been vouched by Bloods. Birdman's really a blood. They're really hooked up with real bloods from LA and all that shit. That's just a fact. The fact is that he's a blood. Young Thug really is a blood. Really is a blood. So, no matter how homosexual this nigga be dressing in pink dresses and leggings and all this bullshit, the fact of the matter is he really is the blood. With Soulja Boy, I never knew he was from Fruitown, PIRU. I never heard that shit in my life. Nigga went from cranking up and doing Yule dances to now he's Fruitown, PIRU. But you know what? He has PIRUs to vouch for him to say that he's a PIRU. My point is this. How can you sit here and scrutinize Lil Wayne, Young Thug, Chris Brown, Soulja Boy, call them fake gangsters, say they're hella fake, yet you decide to say that Tupac was a real gangster? You know what I mean? Tupac basically did the same thing they did. You know what I mean? Acting and shit, ballerina dancing, all types of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, acting, you know what I mean? And all of a sudden, he just becomes a mob PIRU and money over bitches is thug life, pouring out Hennessy right on your enemies, and y'all think this is the greatest gangster that ever lived. I'm sitting here telling y'all the fucking truth here on what really happened. Y'all sitting here scrutinizing me, talking about let the man live. Let the man live in peace. Let the man just die in peace. Why are you getting on a dead man? And the reason why I'm getting on the dead man is just part of the topic. Like, I'm not getting on every dead man. You know what I mean? You don't see me getting on Eazy-E. And the reason why I don't get on Eazy-E, because Eazy-E was a real gangster, really in the streets, real life shit. He was the realest nigga of the fucking group. There's nothing fake about Eazy. You can go to nobody and say he's fake. None of that shit. That's why I don't like. That's why I really don't like the NWA portion of Eazy, because they made it seem like he was some kind of soft, sensitive ass nigga, like, and he got jumped. Like, that shit never happened. That's why I feel Master P, like, you know what I mean? Eazy was with the shit. He'll never let no one jump him. He'll fucking kill him. No one ever jumped Eazy in his entire life. So that bullshit ass story for television is just what it is. A bunch of bullshit, a bunch of haters, man. Cuban Dre, they hated Eazy. Eazy never paid them niggas. He looked at them as bitch ass niggas. He never paid them niggas. That's why they hate that nigga. That's why they scrutinize his name like that. Because he never paid them niggas, man. Look at interviews where Ice Cube be like, it is what it is, though, always saying some sly, slick shit about Eazy. He didn't miss that nigga. But my point is this, man. When it comes to the reason why PIRUs are really, the centerfold of the rap industry, particularly in California, is PIRUs let anybody be a PIRU. Anybody can be a fucking PIRU. Anybody, nigga. It don't fucking matter if you homosexual, nigga. It don't matter if you never shot nobody, nothing, nigga. They don't give a fuck who joins PIRU. The reason why is that all they care about is money, man. If you bringing money to the equation, that's all they really care about. You know what I mean? And that goes for the prison too as well. In prison, I got a nigga that went to prison, man. He told me, nigga. I ain't never in the prison, but he told me, nigga, a blood walks in, anybody can be a blood or PIRU walk in. They say I'm a PIRU, blood. They get handed care packages, love, hugs, all types of shit. Once a Crip walk in, oh, where you from? What set you from? Cuh. Nigga gotta catch fades and live a hard-ass motherfucking life. I gotta live a hard life, nigga. I mean, keep it real with you. Even around here being in Seaslide, it's hard being around Crips and shit. It's hard as fuck, because you always gotta motherfucking prove your point all the time. There's a whole bunch of savagery, and no matter what, when you're a Crip, you always have to prove the fact that you are a Crip at all times. Being a PIRU, they accept you. Put in no work. You can be gay. You could do anything. You could be a fucking dancer, a fashion artist. If you're a PIRU, you're a PIRU. As long as you're contributing to the money. This is why the music industry loves PIRUs, and this is why Crips went down the drain, is because Crips are too savage and they're not together. You know what I'm saying? So, for y'all to sit here and talk about Chris Brown and Lil Wayne and Young Thug and all these motherfuckers on their vouching on how real they are, you need to go back and look at, you know what I'm saying, how real Tupac was. You know, I'm not trying to get on his helmet, but this is what it is, man. You know what I mean? This is what it is. If a broke nigga can be in a gang, why can't a rich nigga be in a gang? You know what I mean? If a broke nigga can be in a gang, why can't a rich nigga be in a gang? You think a gang member's gonna tell you think a gang member's gonna tell a rich nigga, no, you can't join my gang, cause you're rich. Fuck no. They're gonna enjoy everything the nigga has to offer. Money, weed, cars, bitches. Nigga, they gonna enjoy all that shit. They gonna be in all that motherfucking mansion throwing up they set because publicity is loved. I don't give a fuck what you say. All gangs love publicity. If there's technology in the 90s, all these motherfuckers would be on Snapchat on the block selling dope, showing crack rock, showing money, throwing up gang signs. The reason why it wasn't out like that because we didn't have the technology to show that shit. But best believe there was some retarded ass motherfuckers in the 90s that would have did all that shit. So y'all niggas need to cut that out, man. Do some more research and find out, like, you know, what you're really talking about as far as who's real and who's fake and what's the definition of real and what's the definition of fake. I already told you the definition of real already. You know what I mean? You can take it how you want to, and it is what it is.